Hey everybody, and welcome back to Football Manager 2016 with me, GW365, with Curzon Ashton. We are currently 15th. Bit of a spoiler there. A couple of games in hand over quite a few teams, especially Stockport. I thought they were Scunthorpe. But yeah, we changed tactic last time. The last game you saw us, this is our form here. It was against Torquay. We lost 2-0 away from home. Come back to the Stalybridge game. We were fortunate against AFC Fielder, or Filed, however you want to pronounce it, because the Stalybridge game, which was 2 days previous, i.e. Boxing Day, it was called off because of a waterlogged pitch. So it was postponed, I think is the correct word to use. It does mean that we're going to have 2 games against Stalybridge in quick succession, but the first one, it's at the early stage of the January transfer window, should I say. So basically, the next game we played was against AFC Telford at home, and we didn't play very well at all. I'm trying to think of the reason why. I think this game made me opt to change a few things in terms of where to put players. Like I had Andrew Bridges on the left hand side, Shelton Payne in the middle, and Ty Phillips on the right. I think because of this game here, I opted to put Andrew Bridges in the middle with Shelton Payne and Ty Phillips either side, and we do seem to see how it's gone. Well, we do seem to see I can't even speak now. We have seen an improvement, should I say? You'll see shortly. That's what I wanted to say. Don't know why it took so long to say it, and I apologise for that. You might have noticed that I'm a bit croaky as well. I'm full of cold. It's Christmas Eve today, so it's going to be a bit naff in terms of the croakiness. But this is how we conceded our goal. It was, we had a couple of clear-cut chances. But I'm sorry, but Baird, you could have easily done better there, surely. It seemed to go through his hands. Yes, they probably deserved it on chances created, but we had 2 clear-cut chances, and their keeper was probably equal to it. I think that's the 2 on target. That was a poor defeat, really. It made me think about what to do. The next game, when it wants to let me, is the FA Trophy North first round against Nuneaton. Now Nuneaton are the team that's mid-table in the same division of us. First thing that might strike here as an issue is the injury to Dieter Downey. That was a major pain in the ass. Well, that's 3-2. Big Marlon Harewood cropping up with a goal. But the one thing I did notice is we got 2 goals. But Andrew Bridges in particular played alright. Matthew Flynn got 8 out of 10. Marlon Harewood got the stormed forward with the man of the match. And this was a game that I argue that we dominated chances created, so I felt a little bit aggrieved that we lost that game. It did actually go to extra time as well, I might add. 2-2. It wasn't in 90 minutes. Because I actually thought it was a league game, I don't know why. And all of a sudden it went to extra time. I thought, oh god, it's FA Trophy. Never mind. Then we went away to bottom of the league Corby. And this was, may I actually say, we did have in our squad, let's quickly go to this, Ben Hodges. Dieter Downey got injured for about 2 months, and then Ben Hodges, the next day, out for 3 to 4 months with a broken ankle in training. So the next game I had to play a certain, where's he gone? Kevin Blow at left back, who cannot play left back at all in the slightest. But he played there. If I go to the schedule, he had an absolute blinder. 9 out of 10. Ben Atkinson, a hat-trick, and Andrews with the other goal. It's very pleasing to see it, show you the goals. I didn't show the goals in the last game. I'll have to go back to it. Excuse me. Just realised I've got the washing machine going off in the background. As you can see here, we completely dominated the game. The first one were a penalty. Not really too exciting. First goal of the season. See, he's been a revelation since coming back from injury as well, so that's one of the reasons I think form has sort of improved recently. Brown got it here. It's quite a long highlight, so I'm going to speed it forwards to try and get through these. Blake got the ball here, played it out wide, a delightful ball to Blow, crossed it in, and Atkinson got on the end of it. So it was a nice 1-2, that really. Really good goal. So that was that one. If I scroll to this one here, it was another penalty, another foul. Atkinson stepped up, and very poor goalkeeping. It was straight at him. Stuck his right hand out, and it just didn't do anything. And then, come to this next goal. The fourth goal, Andrew Bridges getting a late one just to add to his tally. Poor defensive mistake from Brown, and you could argue poor goalkeeping as well. Bridges finishing with greater plumb on his right foot, but he seems a bit more suited to the advanced forward role compared to Shelton Payne. I think Shelton Payne on my other save, it was highly relied upon the two false nines, whereas Shelton Payne can still do a little job, and Ty Phillips as well to some degree. And that was the end of the game. I don't even know why I'm still watching this. Let's get back. I'll just quickly go into this one again just to show you the goals. I completely forgot about this. I apologise. It's generating the match apart. Repart even. Apart. What the hell is an apart? Again, as I say, we dominated the game in terms of chances. And these are the goals as they happened. I think. Yeah, I'll leave it now. It's not too long a highlight. Injuries galore. Dieter down it. But yeah, Morgan got it here. A little bit of a kick clash with the blue shirts even. I nearly said shorts then. Not blue shorts. Good bit of passing here. Harewood got it there, and you know what? That's a thunderbolt. I can't really dispute that. But that was pretty much their, I think their like second chance they'd had, and I think we'd about 6 at this point. So you can imagine I felt quite aggrieved. Then they just started to play a little bit better after that. But we came back not long after, just before half time. Bridges there, near post, pouncing brilliantly. So I'll just quickly go to the next highlight and speed it on a little bit if I can. If it'll let me. Please. It didn't want to let me. I apologise. There's a yellow card in between this. So I believe it's a corner. A free kick, should I say. So Reed. Back to Keane. Over the top for Reed. Out-muscled, which I was surprised. Woodford, who's got 12 strength. Good tackle. Oh, it was a penalty. Sorry. Liam Blake getting a yellow card. So, yeah. Very disappointing. Dieter Downey got a yellow card, actually. Not Blake. He got it for dissent. Obviously, he's a rarity, I think, in this game. Usually for dissent, getting yellow cards. Whitehouse powered it home. That was a very good finish from the penalty spot. And then we got a free kick. Right, chipping it in. A great finish from Flynn, if I do say so myself. On the volley. To say he's got 4 finishing, is it? 6 finishing. Better than what I give him credit for. And that was that. And then it went to extra time, and pretty much the first chance this happened. As simple as that, and we lost. So I was very disappointed with that. But it allowed us to focus on the league. So now I had to look at... We played at AFC Fielder again. I filed... Again? Why did I say again? I don't know. We'll get into it anyway. Ah, that's why, because I was saying that the game before got called off. So first half, we were a revelation. 15 chances to their 5. Completely dominated the game. And this is what I'm on about. The last 2 games are completely dominated. AFC Fielder or Fielder, or however you want to pronounce it. Apologies if I'm getting it wrong. If someone is from that area, please let me know. They're a mid-table team too. They were above us in the table, put it that way, by at least about 7 or 8 places. But yeah, we had a new boy playing this game. Tom Smart got 9 out of 10 on his debut. Because we had no left back at the team, which means we've had to fork out some money. Not necessarily in the right areas. We needed them up front, really, if we wanted to strengthen. Unfortunately, we had to go for left back, but fortunately for us, we played really well and provided the assist for the first goal. Then we got 2 goals in quick succession within about 3 or 4 minutes. They were kind of on their attack. 4-3-3. Regularly had problems against these in the past, like just have like out of off-camera games, if you know what I mean, as in my own save. But this was pretty, what's the word? Satisfying, I think is the right word. Some good passing. Woodford out wide, crossed in, and there was ping. So getting his first goal in 12 hours of football, that is. And other tactics he blossomed. This tactic, it's taken me a little while, but I think it's because I had him in the advanced forward role, and he's not really done much. But, like I said, the switch putting Bridges there seems to have helped no end. Even though his passing is only 6 and vision is only 6. Because it does ask for his passing. But Payne Crostain, under absolutely no pressure whatsoever, Langley, bullet head into the top right corner. Couldn't have finished it any better if he tried. And that was it for that game, for the goals. Which brings us on to the next game, which is Stalybridge. I'll just quickly go into the transfer screen. History. Tom Smart joins. We've obviously let Ben Harrison and Adinka Cole go, but I'm not sure if I did that on the last video. I'm not sure. But this is Tom Smart. Not necessarily the best with crossing, 6, but it's not bad. Tackling and marking and heading is not bad. His mental stats aren't terrible neither. 7s aren't great, but they're probably alright for this level, at the lower end anyway. But in particular, he liked his positioning, his teamwork. If you look at, like, if I put it on, just for instance, automatic, these are the stats you're looking for. Dribbling, obviously could be better. Anticipation is 8, acceleration is 7, pace is 11 though. It's not amazing, but I needed someone, and he is on £150 a week, plus, I think, appearance fees, £35 and 70. So he wasn't too expensive, but it's money I could have used elsewhere. And if you have a look here, we're £616 per week above our recommended amount. Now I am trying to get rid of certain players, such as John Hunt and Ryan Brook, which would free up a combined total of £240. Dieter Downey, I think I have to keep because he's good, even though he's injured at the minute. Half of these players, they are non-contracts, but he does somehow take some of the money. The reason I didn't get rid of them is because they're relatively cheap. £60 appearance fee is nothing really. I mean, I'm tempted to let him go now. I've got the other guy. It's probably something I will do off camera. Jake Clark was complaining he wasn't getting a start, and to be fair, he's basically the only reason I let him go is because he's on £25 an appearance, which is nothing. And if he's on the bench, it's £1. It's nothing. You can shit £1. So into today's game. Continue. Match preview. Playing Stalybridge away from home. I'm playing 4-4-2 with looks of things. And this is how we're going to line up, I think. I'm sure I selected the team before. Got no real choice with Tom Smart, who is 4-star ability, but for some reason an automatic is only 2.5. Omar Sinclair's been playing really well recently. Last 5 games, last 2 games in particular. In fact, I think even that game he was decent. 6.9, it's not bad. But yeah, form players. Woodford's done well. Obviously, Tom Smart's only on 1 game, but you can see everyone, barring the goalkeeper, is on over 7 for recent form. So I have to keep with this team. Jordan Wright's had a couple of good games when he's filled in as the ball-winning midfielder, but we're just going to stick with this team. It's the strongest team. We're going to have a game in 3 days' time, so a few of the other players will get an opportunity then. Let's see what happens. Also, as well, just to let us, if you can let us know, if with this, because I've figured out that I'd had sound switched off on the in-game thing. If it's too loud, let us know, and I can try and alter it somehow. And just let us know in the comments, please. So we are the outsiders for this game, apparently. We'll see about that. Remember, we're going to do this. Select all, and do that. One of the main things about the mentality. Now we are not expected to win, so we are. As morale is very high though, so I am gonna, because of that reason, I am gonna say something different. If it's morale's like good or less, I usually go for no one expects us to win. But we're on a good run, and that made absolutely no difference whatsoever, which is not necessarily a good thing. But I'm gonna try and encourage everyone and say that I've got faith in them. I mean, some of them I don't really have much of faith in them. Payne and Phillips definitely need to be replaced as soon as, but it's not the be-all and end-all. In fact, Ty Phillips has been on the bench recently. I've been playing Liam Blake as the other false 9. Tom Smart trying to get the ball in early on. Yeah, I'd actually clicked sounds off here. So if it is too, it's really quiet on my headset. So I'm hoping that it's going to be quiet for you as well. But Stalybridge, I picked them because they were at the beginning of the season our nearest rivals for relegation, as Chippendale is in behind Woodford here. He's got back well, but ball's played to Farrell. Strikes it well at Baird with his Watford kit on. Excuse me. Stephen Thames. Offside. So that's an early warning sign for us. So just remember, if we concede, we encourage. If we score and we're 1-0 up or whatever, we concentrate. Or encourage even further. It's quite important, I find, shouts this time. In previous ones, I've not found it be that important to win, but this is really, really tough to beat in terms of the tactics and just relying on tactics and tactics alone. Opposition instructions also seem like they could be a massive help this year. As Smart gets a decent ball into Payne, and that seemed to morph to Hill, in my opinion. I look like it was going in the bottom right corner and end up going over here somewhere. Answers on the postcard, please, or in the comments. That'll do as well. But a good chance. 20 minutes in, and we are unable to see anything because of Graham Hyde talking. I want to see what's going on here. Thank you. Yeah, we're just edging possession. Hopefully another chance here. Great ball out wide to Woodford. Woodford in a position to cross. No, he has a pass. Blake has a go, but it's blocked. Thompson loses the ball, but Flynn's there. Intercepts as well. Intercepts well even. Thompson now, can he have a go? No, he can try and feed Bridges, but it's cleared away by Shaw. And Thames on this right hand side now on the counter. Up against Sinclair. Knocks it back to Farrell. And he plays it inside to Holland. And now it's Thames. Chalmers is in. Great finish. Excuse me. First goal of the season. He's put one over his form club. I didn't even realise he used to play for us. But that is really bad, so we pause it. We encourage. There we go. Make sure we do that. Don't want the heads to drop. Yeah, it was a good ball. Good passing. I bet he's not even the best finisher at all. I bet it's terrible. But we'll check that another time. If he scores again, maybe I will. Atkinson with the corner though. Chips it in. It's headed away by Shaw. Comes out to Brown. An instant reply would be awesome here. And Payne nearly finds it. Just goes wide of the post. But again, we are edging the game slightly. One more chance. Better possession. Just need to take control of this game like we have done in the previous two. It is against a team more in form though, so that's where the worry is. That's why they're favourites to win this game. Maybe I should have said otherwise. It's just because the morale's so high. But obviously our morale's going to go down now because Thames has just scored a header. Don't know what was happening with the defenders there. Pretty disappointing this game. It seems that every live com I do, it seems to be a loss or a draw. I think the first game of the season we won. I don't think we've won one since. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. But yeah, pretty disappointed with this half. Remember, we need to passionately encourage. Let's hopefully keep it at half time. Try and get one back, obviously, but we don't want to go 3-0 down at half time. And we just need to really lay into the troops. Another corner though comes to Blake, but it's headed away by Walsh. Brown now finds Thompson. Strikes it well. It's a good save. Blake's there to try and get it back in. He's just messing with the ball and gets tackled easily. One thing that is annoying about the game, they don't exactly rush to try and get the ball in. So yeah, the performance has not been good enough, and I am going to be aggressive with them, which is something I don't think I've done for at least 10 games, and that's exactly the response I want. I'm even pointing at the screen. Matthew Flynn's having a bit of a mare. I'm not surprised. He could have done better with the header, I think. So, excuse me. Good tackle from Smart. Or not, because it was a free kick. But still good tackle, in my eyes. Holland crosses the ball in deep. Just how Baird likes it, clearly. So we need a reaction. Otherwise, the last couple of games, it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I know that's not how the saying goes, it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back, but even so, it is slight progress. But we lost to AFC Telford as well, so ideally we need to do something better. Flynn, you're not that slow. How fast is this sim character? 10 pace, 10 acceleration. And Flynn, you have got 10 acceleration, 9 pace. He's not that much faster than you. Turning circle of an oil tanker in the sea. So yeah, we're 3-0 down, so that means changes are imminent. Terrible goalkeeping. He's supposed to be shit out at this level, basically. Make a substitution. We are going to put on... Who's performing badly? I can't really do anything about Tom Smart. Flynn's playing badly. So Flynn, you're coming off for Horan. Because I've had enough of your crap performance. Shelton Payne's not doing very well. So I think we bring on Ty Phillips. We swap Shelton Payne out. We swap them two round. And I'm going to leave off the last change because it all depends what happens. I know we're 3-0 down. Chances are we're not going to do it. I may as well go for it. But I'm going to wait while the probably 65-minute mark. If nothing has happened, like no chances or anything like that, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring on. If there's no chance, I'm going to bring on Harry Donovan because he's more creative. But if we do manage to get a goal or two back, I might move just the players around and bring in what's he called? Jordan Wright. So there's a chance now. Corner, another one. Oh, I've hit the post. Sinclair with a header. It's a good chance. No, we need to make these chances pay. Make them pay with these chances. My voice is really annoying, and I'm pretty sure it's annoying me coughing down the mic, but I'm a bit scuppered at the minute. Nowakowski, inside it goes to Holland. Decent ball to Chippendale, and Sim is in behind again, and it's a good job he can't finish, although he is offside. So changes will be made. Thompson is playing appalling, so Harry Donovan is coming on. Actually, Thompson's playing quite well, but he's tired, that's what I was meaning to say. Yeah, so the defence looks like it's let us down more than anything. We have created chances, we've hit the target 5 times. We've hit the post. There's not really much else we can do. The clear-cut chances, obviously, we need to try and do something about that. Brown now. Squares it to Woodford. Woodford, have a go, son. He does. He goes out for a throw. It's another block shot, though. That was the actual highlight, really. Another chance from a corner. Swung in. Mudimu gets it out. Brown, have a go. He does, and it goes just over the bar. Good effort, but not good enough. Yeah, Stalybridge Celtic. Normally always strugglers on every other save. For some reason they're doing alright. They're at 12th. Woodford throws it in. Phillips. Get it whipped in, son. No, just fall on the floor. Good man. And here come Stalybridge on the counter. Sim just came out of nowhere like a Randy Orton. Get a tackle in. Well done, Horan. Good to see you haven't conceded a goal yet. Well, not so much you conceding, but you've kept a clean sheet so far. It's a great ball to Smart. From Donovan, you see, that's what he's there for. Great ball in for Bridges! And I thought that was in. Side netting, though. But the chance creation is getting there. Before we were getting outscored in the shots department, but there's not a great deal we can do when it's, we've put everyone on. I looked to change the formation because we're doing things right. It's just defensively we've been a bit poor. I mean, Baird doesn't really fill me with inspiration. Although his handling has gone up to 10. It's more his communication and that and command of area and aerial ability. The ones in the top corner that really fill me with woe and fear. Great ball into Blake. Phillips still can't get a goal. 16 shots to their 8. Feel a little bit aggrieved that our defence can't defend, and theirs apparently can. Horan. He may be starting a few more games. Because he's not conceded a chance, I don't think, since back from that offside one. Donovan. Good ball to Atkinson. Wide it goes to Woodford. And then apparently Phillips is offside. Excuse me. Walsh throws it down the line. Headed forward by Donovan. This is probably going to be not a nothing chance because it's the end of the game. Donovan, loose pass. And Nowakowski does the same. Gives it to Brown. Now it's Phillips. Woodford. To Atkinson. Ball's going to get cleared away surely. And that'll be the end of the game. 3-0. It's very disappointing, I've got to say. I'm absolutely traumatised by that because I after the last 2 games, I had high hopes for this live com to show you exactly what was happening with the tactic, and that's just not showcased it. The other thing you can say is we created a lot of chances, but it wasn't enough. We were unlucky. I did give everything. We did lose, so I will say unlucky because it was a good effort. In fact, that's the worst thing I could have done because everyone was switched off and confused. So, with that in mind, we will come back. We'll look at the schedule, hopefully with new faces. Yeah, as you can see, the 12th. And we've dropped down again, I'm assuming. 16th. We've gone down. We were 15th at the beginning of the game. Poor result. Last 2 games away from home, we'd won. And then we've gone to Stalybridge, who were one of the relegation favourites along with us. And we've lost. They're now 11th. So the next game we'll probably come to is Gainsborough away. Because it's the first game in the new month. And you'll probably see a roundup of all the transfer activity, if there is any. Because like I said, we've got no money. It all depends if I can get rid of people and bring anyone else in who is better, a better option. So yeah, hopefully you'll join us for that. Until then, in fact, no. If you do want to keep up to date with all these games as we have a look at the news, then feel free to subscribe. And if you have enjoyed the video, why not leave a like? But hopefully you'll join us for the next one. And until then, we will see you then. Bye bye.